those who have actually been on a street interview, what happened? When my boyfriend and I were out walking through downtown, a guy with a wireless microphone suddenly approached us and asked if we were willing to do a quick interview for TikTok. My boyfriend agreed eagerly and started adjusting his hair using his phone camera. I couldn't care less about appearances and wanted us to leave as soon as it was over. The woman holding a camera gave a signal once recording started, and the guy asked us for our names and how long we had been together. Then he focused on my boyfriend and asked him if I was his ideal girl. Imagine my shock and hurt when he immediately said no. I stared at him with disbelief and said, "Excuse me?" He shrugged while looking at me and said that he was just being authentic for the camera, that in a room full of different women, I wouldn't exactly be the one he would instantly pick, at least based on appearance. I felt nauseated after hearing his absurd justification. The interviewer pressed further, asking, "So then what is your ideal type?" My boyfriend grinned and proceeded to describe everything I basically wasn't. "I prefer girls who are petite, blonde hair, blue eyes, fair skin. I love the athletic build, and maybe some subtle tattoos." The interviewer chuckled, feeding off my boyfriend's energy, and asked, "What about personality or career?" My boyfriend looked directly into the camera with a cocky expression and said, "Obviously she needs to have her own money to match my lifestyle. Personality-wise, sweet and adventurous and spontaneous, just like my girlfriend." They turned the camera to me, but I couldn't even fake a smile. My boyfriend essentially wanted to find a more attractive, wealthy version of me, but not actually me. I was furious. The interviewer asked me the same question. Even though my boyfriend was previously what I wanted, after his comments, I wanted revenge. I started describing everything he wasn't and tried to make it as harsh as possible. I'm not really into white guys, if I'm being honest. I want someone mysterious, someone ambitious and driven, unlike my boyfriend. I also really love dark skin, brown eyes, short hair, and definitely more muscular. I glared at my boyfriend and watched his expression shift between hurt and angry while I continued. I also really want a guy who appreciates my career and won't expect me to pay for his gaming habits. Because, you know, it's exhausting when I work overtime to support me and my ideal partner's hobbies. Things were clearly getting too personal, and the interviewer tried wrapping up the video, but my boyfriend started arguing and told the camera woman to keep rolling. I folded my arms, refusing to back down, which made him even more upset. He complained, "Why did you have to be so brutal? I've literally been nothing but loyal and caring to you." I scoffed, mocking him. I explained how his actions weren't even caring. Like, occasionally offering to split the check doesn't make up for the expensive gifts he constantly hints at wanting. He brought up how I supposedly make him feel inadequate by comparing him to my friend's boyfriends. We continued to argue until my boyfriend demanded we break up and stormed off. I turned to the camera and said directly, "If you're his ideal type, well, he's available and definitely will be for a long time. So shoot your shot." I went home alone and started boxing up my boyfriend's belongings. I also tried finding our interview online, but they thankfully never posted it.